Now this is a very special video because this is dedicated to all you doctors out there. Normally my videos are specifically for CAs and chiropractic teams. Docs, this one is for you. The title of this video is 3 Steps to Motivating a Team. 3 steps to creating your inspired dream team and building responsibility within the team. In order to create an inspired team that's motivating people, motivating your patients, going out and referring, they must take responsibility. They must first take responsibility and ownership for the practice as if it was their own. So oftentimes if you've seen my videos, you'll hear me speak to CAs and refer to it as your practice, your patients. That's right, it is their practice, their patients. The simple tweak in your verbiage is going to help your CAs take responsibility for the patients in front of them. Because at the end of the day, you're working as a team to serve this patient's needs, the patient that's in front of you. So instead of, as the doctor, saying, my practice, my team, my patients, why not turn it around a little bit and create some responsibility in the team? Your patients, your practice, your team. How would that make your team perform differently? Would their performance improve if they felt ownership over the practice and over the patients? Would their performance improve if they actually took responsibility for providing great life-changing results for patients every single time? Number 2, bonus system. CAs love the bonus system. I go by the 90-10 rule on this. What that means is when you create a goal, follow the 90-10 rule. So the goal for the practice, maybe it's a patient visit per week goal, maybe it's a revenue goal per quarter, whatever the goal is for the practice, I consider that the umbrella goal. Think of that as the umbrella goal. Then what you want to do is you want to ask each team member, what are you going to do to contribute toward that goal? So it's very specific. What are they going to do specifically? Not what is the team going to do? What are we going to do? What is each person going to commit to doing every day, every week, every month to achieve that goal? There again, that creates responsibility and ownership. That way, you don't have a goal flying around where everyone's waiting for the other team member or the other person to achieve this goal. We want to grow the practice. Well, the doctor better do it in those re-exams. He better get referrals. Or we want to go to the practice. Oh, the front desk better get referrals when she's checking people out. The manager better do those inactive calls. That way the responsibility isn't getting pushed to one person. It's divided, dispersed between each person. Not only that, by asking each team member, what are you going to do? It helps them decide what are they passionate about? What are they good at in the practice? What are they willing to contribute? Number 3 is create urgency. The best way to create urgency is with those if-then statements. So there's a simple formula for this for your CAs. You could ask your CA, who's your favorite patient? Let's say they say, Sally is my favorite patient. Well, why is Sally your favorite patient? How has Sally transformed? How has her life changed since she started care here? So then the CA will go on to share, Sally came in, she was so grumpy. Now when she comes in, she's so happy. She's referring people all the time. She loves her care. Whatever Sally's story is, whatever her transformational story is, the CA will share with you. Then you're going to want to ask that if-then statement. Now here's a good time if your CA has reoccurring objections that they get, or if they have something that you may see as a limiting belief for them and you want to help them clear that limiting belief so that they can help more patients with you. Here's a good time to actually plug in what that thing is. So say that particular CA is uncomfortable handling pricing questions and gets a lot of pricing questions over the phone, and they stutter, they just don't quite have that confidence boost to handle those questions, okay? So then going back to that if-then statement, what would have happened if when Sally called into the office and asked pricing questions, or if she would have called and asked pricing questions, if you wouldn't have answered them, or if you would have thought this person, and there's where you repeat a thought that they've given you in the past, so it's indirect, a thought that you've heard them say in the past. So thought that, uh-oh, this person has a lot of pricing questions. This is going to be a tough one. What if those thoughts would have crossed your mind and Sally wouldn't have booked as a new patient? How would her life be different today? Would she still be experiencing those results? How would her family's life change? So then you layer on, and create that responsibility. So really what you're doing is you're empowering the CA and creating responsibility for the CA. So it's because of what they're doing every day in the practice that people's lives are changing. Is their job important? Absolutely. If a potential new patient calls in and asks lots and lots of questions, the way that the CA handles those questions, the way they feel about those questions while they're getting asked, will make a difference on whether or not that patient comes in. So find that compelling reason, find that emotional hook for your CA. Who do you care about? Who do you love? What would have happened if they didn't come in? How would their lives be different? Same structure, same model, works great for asking for referrals from your current patients, for motivating current patients toward better health, which you'll see more about in other videos. Have a beautiful night. For more helpful hints on training and inspiring your team and fun life hacks for CAs, go to inspiredpracticesolutions.com. Have a beautiful day.